You ready?
Why am I so nervous right now? I feel like you kind of like made me nervous after you started to say like
I didn't mean to. I'm gonna kick it off. Now. What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to Nothing Special Podcast, episode 45. 45. Shit's going by really quick. And no guest today. Today it's back to the back to the regular programming of just Franky and myself. And of course, now the camera, as you know, Nothing Special Network. Go subscribe on YouTube. Keep watching. You guys, the response to the YouTube channel has been very, very positive.
Just in general, I feel like we've been getting some good feedback. So appreciate everybody.
Yeah, appreciate everybody for that.
Staying with us.
Yes, and I gotta say, it's pretty fun editing the videos.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a lot of hours, a lot of hours poured in, but it's fun editing them.
It's just weirdly satisfying. Probably.
Yeah, it's super satisfying to edit those videos.
It feels weird that it's just like me and you now. Like it's like when like someone's living with you for a couple months and then they like leave. You're just
Damn.
like, well, shit. Like, guess it's just us two, huh? This is like whenever you have kids and then like you raise the kids for like 18 years and the kids leave the house and now it's just you and your significant other, and then you realize like, I guess like this is it, huh?
Yeah, fuck. I guess we've spent years together.
So now I'm just like, I can't go back to this. No. It should be fine. It should be fine.
It should be all right.
I like how I get to see how Robert was living last week.
Yeah. You're getting the better seat.
Are we just gonna rotate it around?
No, I think if you haven't noticed, we're pretty we're for the viewing audience, we're moving the set around a lot. And I think that's just because we want to find a comfortable setting, an easy way to set up that looks okay on camera. And to be honest with you, I think this is probably the best one. We're both sitting in couches. We have a coffee table. It's pretty nice. Not even gonna lie.
I guess the only fucked up part is like just whenever we're not recording, like
I gotta move all this shit.
You have to like mirror it to face the TV.
Everything back.
Yeah.
You gotta move everything.
I was trying to think of a
back.
way, but nah, I mean, there ain't shit on that side.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and then pretty soon here, the whole set's gonna change. So more news on that later. But today, let's get the show started, man. How was your week?
Week's been good. I've been wanting to talk some shit. This happened like 4 weeks ago or something like that.
All right.
And we've had our guests, and really don't remember if I talked about it, but a couple weeks ago I saw there was like a video of I don't remember who it was. It was some baseball player. It's not even a foul ball. I have foul ball written, but it's just like some baseball player was like kind of towards like the side.
Yeah. And
he's like, "Oh, here you go, kid. This one's for me." And he throws it to his kid. And like the kid like tries to grab it and like he drops it. He doesn't catch it.
Yeah.
And so the ball, like the kid is, I think it's like in his mom's lap or next to his mom. And when he drops it, it rolls underneath their chair and like behind them.
Yeah.
And like there's this like white guy behind them, and he looked like that real bald head, fucking wraparound sunglasses.
Real douche guy,
I hate it. I hate those fucking sunglasses.
Yeah. They're the fucking worst.
And I feel like the second the ball rolls underneath, he like reaches down to like pick it up, and like the mom is like trying to like do it.
So you
real
fucking
quick.
stole it from the kid?
He picks it up and he's like, and he gives
God.
it to his he gives it to like, I don't know if it's like his wife or if so. There's a woman sitting next to him, and he gets it and he's like, "Hey, check it out," and he like gives it to her, and she's just like on her phone. And she's like, "Oh, cool," and then she like holds it and like keeps like being on her phone. Whole time like the kid's just like, "Oh, okay." And so like the video fucking bothered me for days, and I kept watching it. You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it. I didn't hear anything about that. That's
fucking
just
infuriating. And like,
worst.
whoever that is, I don't know if you're out there, and if for some reason he listens, fuck you. Like I fucking hate you. So I hope this video makes it out to that guy. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I've never seen I've seen people steal balls, like foul balls, home runs from other people. But I've never seen it. Like I've never seen a grown man steal it from a kid.
Yeah, like there's
sad.
There's like when foul balls like land in a certain like let's say me and you are at a baseball game and you're about to catch it. I don't really know you.
Yeah.
Because I guess if I was at a game with you and you were about to catch it, you dropped it, I'd probably like give it to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I might keep it. I don't know. But like, if you're there with other adults and the ball's coming and you're trying to catch it, I feel like it's fair game. Like if you fuck it up, it's we're all gonna go for it.
Yeah.
This was a baseball player like eye contact, like here you go, kid, just whoop, and then
the kid dropped it.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was the kid or the mom, but he definitely like meant to give it to like the mom and the kid.
Yeah.
And somebody happened to drop it. It went underneath their chair.
Oh,
and he didn't even look at it. He just picked it up and was like, hey, and then whatever. And oof.
God, that would have pissed me off.
Apparently,
pissed me off.
I don't know. Like, I think I read later that he gave the ball back to the kid, or the kid had already. I don't give a shit. Yeah. I feel like I like to imagine that
fucking damage has been done.
Yeah.
Damage has been done. There's actually it's funny that you bring that up because not too long ago, I might have shared this video on Facebook, but not too long ago, there is a guy who all he does is go to like baseball games, like professional baseball games, and his sole job is just catching home runs and like foul balls, mainly home runs, like very special home runs, and he'll sell them on like fucking eBay for ridiculous like amounts. It like they're very like these are coveted home runs though.
But like, how is that like a thing that like you're gonna get?
It's not, but this guy manages to do it all the fucking time.
How?
Because I like
tell me, Pedro.
You're not understanding the question.
Yeah.
No. God, classic us. But like, I don't know the guy's name, but he is notoriously known to go to these ballparks on like big games, home run derbies, all-star games, shit like that.
I feel like at a home run derby, I could understand.
Yeah.
They're about to be mad home runs.
Yeah.
But like, if you just go to if I were to go, I'm going to Astros game, I'm gonna catch that like grand slam someone's about to hit. I'll be back. You don't know like what the.
Yeah, but I mean like but Astros been kind of killing it with the whole fucking like Bregman. Shout out to Bregman. He's killing it. He's killing that shit. But
I don't know if I like that he's got like blonde hair now.
I fuck with that. I really fuck with that.
Those are the signs of like, oh, this shit's getting to me. Like I'm big shit. So
no, he's I think he looks great.
No, I do. It's just what that leads to. I feel like
next week I have blonde hair.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome to episode 46. No, yeah. So this guy, all he does is go to these big games and he catches these home runs, and it's gotten to the point now to where apparently like a lot of people are really pissed off at him because
I feel like if he can do it,
because a lot of people are just like, what the fuck? Like you're just like. You're getting these balls and you're like selling them off when like somebody who really cares about the sport can keep the balls. I'm like, well, fucking go to the game then. Like
that's what he's doing,
like,
right?
He's going to the game and he's catching them. Like the dude is catching them.
I'm still like kind of questioning like how he does it.
He's catching. He's catching. The catching.
I'm just about to say that.
Yeah, he's catching them. And he's selling them for like a lot of money, and like I want to say he even went on record to be like, "Yeah, no, like these balls like bought my house." Yeah, it's nuts. And when they showed his like they showed his collection, he had like a fucking trash can full of them. Like
he puts them in a trash can.
Yeah, he doesn't know which one is what.
Yeah,
he's like, fuck it. Yeah,
that's how much it means to him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, somebody like you, baseball head.
I'm not a baseball head.
Ball is life.
I'm not a baseball head. Ball isn't life for me. It doesn't. It's okay if it's for you.
We'll see whenever September comes. Is it September when the playoffs start in baseball?
I don't fucking know.
You don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. You're like motherfucker.
We'll see.
Oh man. Speaking of a ball, that was horrible. Retropalooza. We actually went to Retropalooza last weekend. We shot a lot of video there. We managed to ask some trivia questions to a couple of the people that went, and overall it was a pretty good time.
Yeah.
Pretty happening little place. Did not find the game I was looking for. I was looking for Simpsons Hit and Run Xbox for the original Xbox, and the game's a lot harder to find apparently.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know what I was thinking trying to get that Jersey Devil. Like I didn't even catch a sniff of that game. Like it wasn't even like close.
Like you were looking for the PS1.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was looking for the Simpsons Hit and Run for the original Xbox. Didn't find it there. There were quite a bit of like people selling video games, but not as much as I thought there was.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought there was going to be. But even then, like fucking that game was nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
And like the one copy that I did find, that shit was like horrible fucking condition.
Oh yeah, it just looked like somebody had been like scratching the shit out of
it looked like somebody has got like another copy of the game and just fucking rubbed it together. It was nuts. But yeah, overall the convention was pretty good. It's definitely, you know, it's not a very huge convention, but it's definitely getting to that point. And they did have a couple of tournaments happening.
Yeah,
but we got there a little too late, and we couldn't.
Could have gone for a little more games to be able to be played.
Yeah,
but
yeah, for sure. The console. I'll say it again, man. Like, if you're gonna have a gaming convention, a lot like console gaming,
people want to play games.
Yeah. Console gaming needs to be bigger, like where like you either hire a service and they can bring console games, or you just get a lot of people to kind of volunteer and bring their own stuff, like rent it to you or something. And arcade cabinets, like. Definitely get like arcade cabinets to come, but overall, Retropalooza 2018, we had a really good time. I got a couple of free shirts out of it, so that was pretty dope.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so
shout out to Kingsley.
Yeah, shout out to Kingsley. Thanks, appreciate it. And it was really good. The Herbalife people next door were having the time of their fucking lives.
That looked good. That looked fun.
They were having the time of their fucking life. We walked out. I'll put a little clip up on our Facebook and Instagram, but we walked out when we were leaving Retropalooza, and it was like Herbalife. There's like people dressed up in like Herbalife canisters, like dancing around,
like
and
bottles of formula or shakes or whatever.
Bottles of like meal replacement shakes. And, like that was just like a fucking like costume.
It was like 7 of them, and they're just
yeah. And they were doing that real like they were doing that real almost like NFL street dances when you pick the characters where they're like they keep doing like the looped moves.
Yeah.
It was fucking weird.
I wanted to get in with them, but then
they stopped as soon as we walked up.
I was like,
nope,
just dispersed.
Not happening. But it was a pretty good time.
Shit, I was gonna say something about Retropalooza. I forgot what it was.
Oh, what the fuck, man?
They'll probably come back to me.
Oh, okay.
Probably not.
Shout out to Nelson, by the way.
Nelson.
Shout out to Nelson.
If you ever tuned in, Nelson?
Yeah, if you ever listen to us, man, I know you have our stickers, but shout out to Nelson. You'll know who he is.
You do better next time.
Up. Yeah, you definitely will. Also, we have, but I kind of want to touch upon Evo 2018 just happened this past weekend.
Oh, let me say the thing about Retropalooza.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Which, remember, you talk about Evo.
All right.
I guess I didn't know this, but going around, they had a lot of old games and things like that. I don't know what we're doing here and like why we're slacking on this department, but game artwork and the box art that they use in video games in Japan, it's fucking beautiful.
Yeah,
I don't know why we have like the shit we have, but over there, it's color. It's fucking should have taken more pictures of it, but they had a Super Smash Bros. N64 cartridge, little sticker on there. She was perfect.
That's the thing. With like Japanese cover art. It's always better. It's always.
I don't understand why we have this like weak shit over here.
I don't know. It's a big thing too. I think like Kirby. Every time they come out with a Kirby game in Japan, or is it over here? I forgot where, but like there's one place where like the Kirby games come out and he always looks really pissed off. Like his eyebrows are like shaped down, and like for some reason over here they take them off or some shit. But I was like, man, this like these even that little touch like makes it like badass.
Yeah. Also, one last thing before, this should have been at the beginning, and I think I want to say we did it like last week. I don't know if we did it last week, but I guess give one last thanks to Southside Collection and Robert for being guests on our show. I feel like both those episodes have been very well received.
Yeah, definitely.
And they were really fun to do. So that's right. Some good starts to guests on the show.
Oh hell yeah! As our first 2 like major guest episodes. I mean, they were fucking fun. They were great. They were great to shoot.
They had a good time.
Really good to shoot, and we had a little too much fun on both of those things. But
hey, what are you gonna do?
Also, very long episodes, but very worth it.
Very
worth it. It was really fun to shoot those things. So
and even like telling Robert, he was like, I could tell he was nervous. I don't know if he was nervous, but the way he looked, wow, why would I be nervous as soon as it kicked off? This is Robert. Yeah, and then of course, like once you kind of get into it,
Yeah.
he was telling all the stories and stuff. So thanks to those guys.
It's a good time, and hope he's doing well over there, which I know he is. He's already sent us pictures of like the Nothing Special sticker over there at in Europe.
Yeah. So far we're in Belfast.
Yep.
Ireland.
2 places there.
2 places in Belfast.
Yeah.
All right.
There
Evo.
it is. Evo 2018. The big fighting game tournament that happens in Vegas. Winners get money if they win.
Mhm.
I don't know exactly how much, but it's a shit ton. It's a shit ton for video games.
Yeah.
And I want to say the biggest game this year, of course, you know what it is. Dragon Ball Fighters. 218,000 people tuned in
Really?
to watch to live stream the final
Mhm.
of Dragon Ball Fighters. Sonic Fox, the guy that wears the fox hat.
I don't know why that guy bothers me. Like I don't
He's
know much.
fucking. I mean, he's a great fucking player.
Yeah, I'm sure he is,
Great
but I don't know what
player.
it's about him. I'm always like, oh, here we go.
Sonic Fox took it home.
Mhm.
Yeah, he took it home, and not only I want to say he took home like a couple of them. Like,
Isn't he just like known for being a really good fighting game guy?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's always been one of the like the big contenders, but
Mhm.
now recent years, he's like probably one of the top guys you can beat, most definitely. And he took it home for Dragon Ball Fighters, and so fucking congratulations to that guy.
Not for me.
Not for me.
I don't know
Not
him.
feeling that hat, huh?
I don't know him.
He wears his thing is that he wears like a Sonic hat.
Yeah.
And like I don't know why, but like I don't pay attention to that. But there's been one case where like some guy did fuck man, I forgot the channel, but it's one dude on YouTube. He does like not a study, but he'll do like a mini 10-minute, 15-minute documentary on like fighting game,
Mhm.
like I guess personalities, like people that are big into fighting games. And he did one on Sonic Fox, and he did like this whole piece about how this one match he was fucking getting he wasn't getting his ass kicked, but he was losing, and that was the only time he took off his hat. And like apparently, yeah, and then he came back and he won it. Came back and he won it.
And he guys took his hat off.
Yeah, the crowd went fucking nuts. The crowd was like, "Oh shit!" Which like fighting game, like the fighting game community is the biggest shit talking community of every gaming sort of fandom there is.
Mhm.
Like the fighting game community will talk major shit to anyone, and so it's just nuts that like I'm not I'm not the biggest fan of like the community,
Yeah.
but I appreciate how fucking hype they get
Yeah.
for shit like that,
Yeah, I guess like when you go to things like that, it's all about how the crowd reacts.
Exactly.
So, sure.
I mean, I'll say it right now. I think like the cringiest stuff to watch is always like the speed run, the speed run people.
When you showed me that one video where the guy was making all the jokes, he's like, he stopped talking, just
Yeah,
got quiet.
yeah, he got mad quiet.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm surprised so many people tune in. I guess that's like a big thing now, is that people tune in and stuff like that. But
and then when you're winning prizes, I mean, you're winning cash prizes. So
that's crazy. Well, it's not only that. I know this is different, but with poker, when they had the World Series of Poker and people win like $10 million,
dude, yeah, that's fucking crazy.
like, that's what like
It's
I
more.
should have tried to get into.
It's more than that. You're talking. Sometimes they're like 60 to 100 something million.
I'd be glad if I
like,
won $5,000 off a game of poker. I'd be like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
shit,
yeah. And then even if I like came in second place, I'd be like, oh well, there we go. I'd be like the serial second place guy.
Yeah.
Like, that's exactly where
you
I
can
would
never
be.
get over the hump. And I'd be
Yeah.
like,
You know how it is.
I don't give a fuck.
Those fucking. You want to talk about like people though, like that get into each other's minds, like those fucking.
That's why I don't like playing poker.
Dude, those people there get into each other's fucking heads big time, huge. I used to be really into fucking watching that shit when I was a kid, and I remember I was just terrified of like I would never fucking play it. I don't play it now. Like I play it with friends and family, but like at a casino, nah,
No way.
No, you won't catch me dead. Like you won't catch me
I'm
fucking
put on-
dead on like one
I'll
of those,
put on
like,
those
tables.
glasses that are like green frames, but then they have like snake eyes on them. Those like holographic snake eyes.
I want to have the classic like green visor.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
that
yeah.
green, and I want to have that little thing that's like right here on my on my sleeve.
I remember, I don't know if we talked about, like, I took an accounting class in college, one that we were actually in, like, together.
Yeah, we didn't fucking
we
know.
didn't know each other. And I remember I used to always tell
We knew
Megan,
each other.
Huh?
We knew each other.
We didn't know each other, and so like I would always tell Megan that I wanted to get like one of those hats, and just like wear them in the class every time, just like sit down, because that's like an accounting hat too for some reason.
It is an accounting hat.
Yeah, I'd just be like, whoosh,
as soon as it is an accounting.
All right, we're about to start our test.
Yep. Like
yeah. We're gonna see papers coming out.
Fucking just nonstop. Like fucking like that one scene in The Mask. Remember when he pulls that shit out? You seen The Mask, right?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. Jim Carrey wears the mask.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. He's like,
all
the receipt paper comes out.
Yeah. You just said the exact same thing. Did you see it or no?
Yeah, I saw it.
You fucking lying.
Yeah.
What else did he pull out?
A cigar.
No.
No, that was the other scene. That's when he pretends to be like a mobster, and he's got like a cigar, and he's got the Tommy gun.
He pulls out a used condom.
Oh. I didn't know.
Are you fucking lying?
I was a kid, so I didn't know what that was.
Are you lying to me?
That was a balloon. Damn, that's crazy.
But like you're saying a real like.
Anyway, so fuck. I think I saw it once. I don't know. I don't remember.
It's such a classic.
I used to watch
movie.
a cartoon a lot.
Such a classic movie. Oh yeah. Real quick before we move on, Jim Carrey's actually coming out with a new show on Showtime. Looks fucking insane. It's called Kidding. It's called Kidding. Not kidding. Yeah.
Kidding.
It's called Kidding. And he plays like this really depressed sort of version of Mr. Rogers.
Huh.
And it looks like a fucking it looks crazy. It looks like a dark comedy, of course, but it's definitely on that like damn, there's a lot of like deep hidden shit in this meaning into this. And there's like one scene where he's like getting a hand job from a puppet.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it looks weird. That's what I'm saying. It looks nuts. I really want to
like
see
the thing with Jim Carrey now is he's just kind of
he's lost it.
Yeah, I don't know if he's lost it,
lost it.
But it almost feels like he's reached some like next level of like understanding for some reason.
Yeah. Ever since Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind, he's
just
like I've
Well, ever since like I watched that what was it when he was? I think we talked about it once, but when he was Andy Kaufman in that one movie.
Oh God!
And I thought that documentary was like really fucking good.
That documentary,
but even then, that was a long ass time ago, right?
Yeah,
that was like in his prime.
Yeah,
and so
right.
Because at the time they were talking about how like Biggie, they were even inviting him to like the Playboy Mansion and shit.
Yep.
And he wanted to show up as fucking what's his name?
Tony.
I
forgot his name.
Tony was the best. I like Tony.
Yeah, Tony was fucking hilarious. But Jim Carrey, he's doing the show, and you know, I've heard that before. I guess like I've heard that like I don't know. I think that premise of like, oh, this movie or this show is about this a washed up actor, or like a child like a washed up actor. I always think that those stories are kind of just recycled, but it always kind of surprises me because I feel like Birdman, I don't give a shit what you say. That movie's great. Birdman was great. This Kidding looks awesome. And Funny People, we've talked about that. We talked about that recently.
It was last week.
Yeah, last week. And you know, Funny People.
You ever see that movie, Dickie Roberts?
Oh, I fucking love that movie. I love that. You like that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking movie's great.
Mm-hmm.
This is knucking futs.
Yeah, the shit was good. There's that part where they're like on stilts and they're like singing like it's just my imagination, and he like falls over, but like it's really stupid. It's not that funny, but like you hear all the sound effects where he's like going through like trash cans, and there's like a car, and then that classic cat like
yeah,
that shit cracked me up.
Yeah, it's a good movie. But yeah, check out Kidding. I think it's gonna come out September 9th. I think it premieres, so that's next weekend. No, we're in August.
Yeah,
next month.
Damn.
Yeah. So yeah, next month. But yeah, so fuck. Going back to Evo though, the winners of these fighting game tournaments are winning cash prizes, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are starting to compare eSports and e-athletes, or like as I like to call them, Eathletes.
All right. You paid the original right there.
Eathletes. These Eathletes
are you sure? What about competitive eaters?
They're definitely
Eathletes.
They're not Eathletes. Nah, that's not the same. No, it's not. No, fuck that. I'm not zooming in on you when I do that. Stop doing it. So fucking stop. So these Eathletes are winning, are earning their living playing these games, and they're getting good at it, and they're winning. I mean, thousands, if not millions of dollars playing this shit. And it's gone so far that cities are now building esports stadiums. You got Arlington that's getting ready to build their multi like $1 million esports stadium that looks fucking insane. It's like a multi-story stadium that has like I think 4 or 5 different venues within it, and these venues can be like changed around and set up. So like, it's gonna be like a team battle, or it's gonna be like a fighting game, or you know, a MOBA or something. So like the esport genre is getting like very, very huge, and what parents are now doing is that they're hiring tutors for their children for fucking Fortnite.
What?
For Fortnite.
They're Fortnite have a competitive scene, I guess.
I mean, when you think about Fortnite, I'm not too sure of how big the competitive scene on Fortnite is. But
seems so random.
What I will say is that that's the biggest game in the fucking world right now. Is Fortnite.
I feel like we talk about it like every week in some capacity.
But I mean, it's trending.
It blows my mind how popular it is.
Yeah,
it's just, my God,
it's trending fucking everywhere. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie and we've said it before. We have a good time on it.
Yeah,
we honestly do. But
I'll pretend like I don't. Like I'll like read the room. I'm like, how you guys feel about Fortnite? That's for like kids, isn't it? I'm like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like when I play with you and Megan, I'm like,
it's a great ass time. And so there's parents that are actually hiring tutors to, I guess, you know, to just coach their kids to be better at Fortnite. And this article was featured on
Vice.
It was featured on Vice. It was featured on Kotaku and like a couple other.
I didn't see on Kotaku. I'm always on Kotaku.
It was featured on a couple other outlets. But when they talk to the parents, it's of some of these kids. You got some parents that are just like, I just don't want my kid to be embarrassed like by losing on Fortnite.
What the hell?
And then you got other parents that are like, yeah, he's just I just want my child to be better at the game than like any of the other kids his age. And so to me, this really sounds like just regular athletic parents.
Yeah, we're like, we got him a personal trainer.
Yeah, and then of course, like you get a lot of people that are commenting like, what the fuck? These parents are so fucking stupid, this and that. And at first, for the first like 5 seconds of reading the headline, I was like, this is so fucking stupid. Why would you waste your money on this? But this past weekend it's Evo. It's esports, and I just said like how big that shit is growing. So it's kind of, to be honest with you, I kind of don't see the issue with this. I just kind of don't. I'm not gonna sit here and say that like these athletes are the same as like professional like sport athletic people.
I mean, that's not like the thing. Like,
but I will say like, I mean, there's purpose to being good at video games now.
Yeah,
there is. There really is, and. Not only that, but you can make just so much goddamn money and make such a very good living off of becoming a streamer, off of, becoming a fucking tutor for games. Because these people that are tutoring these kids, they're not cheap. There's one guy that says that he's making, upwards of $45 an hour. Like tutoring these fucking kids on how to play a video game.
It feels I don't know. Like I understand what you're saying.
Nuts.
We're like we're in an age where maybe being good at video games can be a profitable thing.
Yeah,
and I'm also
but it is.
I know. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it can be. Like I don't know. It just feels just like with like I want to grow up to be like a basketball player. Yeah, and you're just like, I mean, you could want to do that. Oh, you want? You're going to. Maybe this is like a different thing because you aren't necessarily born. Like I'm not gonna be a basketball player no matter what.
Yeah.
Like I'm like 5'8", whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna be in the NBA.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. And I feel like I'm like disproving what I was gonna say. But you know what I mean? Like you could be good at games like no matter like what kind of like body makeup you have.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess there's that like that any kid thinks he can like be a part of. But feels like this is the popular thing like right now. And I don't know where the whole esports thing is going anyways, but it feels like this is the time to make money off of it like that.
So you're saying that that this is more like a fad than anything?
I think the esports thing is gonna stick. It's gonna stick, and I feel like it's sticking more than it ever has.
Yeah,
because I think it's definitely been around for years.
mm-hmm.
But as far as like tutors and stuff, that feels like I gotta get in where I can to make this money.
Does it seem like it's like too early in the movement right now?
No, I feel like it's fine. I just think if I was a tutor for like, I want to get better at Mario Kart. No. I don't think I'm that good, but I'm pretty good. And somebody wanted to pay me $50 to tutor like Pedro or something. I would do it, and I would do it like knowing like I've got these motherfuckers fooled. Like they're paying me $50 to like I'm making them better at Mario Kart. I don't know. That's what I feel like.
You're saying like
I'm not saying it's all like a scam or it's
like
a scam
these tutors, but these tutors know what they're doing.
I feel like
right?
there's that. I wouldn't
do.
say it out loud. Like it's the suckers. Like the kid's not going to anything, whatever.
And that's a very valid point. And I agree with you to like a certain degree. But at the same time, it's like I said, like I don't find it at like if you were to tell me 10 years ago, fucking 5 years ago that you could pay you can get paid to teach kids how to play video games. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, okay, that's fucking weird. Now I'm kind of like not surprised. I'm like, yeah, I can totally see that being a fucking thing. Like being really good at a video game, to where you go to these tournaments, you start making this money, or you just become so like good enough to where you can tutor kids on how to fucking kick the shit out of their friends. I don't know. It's weird. It's such a weird thought for me because I've grown up playing video games, and I guess it's just like when we talk about this like getting older, we talk about this getting older shit
like every day.
Yeah, but like it's just another step in that direction of like, and I guess this is like the future now. This is kind of like a thing.
I only see advantage in it if your goal is I want my kid to get into tournaments, or I want him to get into possibly making some kind of money off playing these games. But like you were saying, some parents are like, I don't want him to get like embarrassed like online.
Yeah,
hell no. Like
no,
my kid was like,
that.
I want to be good because like my friends make fun of me. Fuck you.
No,
like,
no.
Get good on your own, or like stop playing those fucking games because I'm not paying $50 an hour.
I feel fucking horrible for my children because I'm still gonna be playing video games when I have kids. And I'm not gonna go fucking easy on them whatsoever. Like so Mario Kart,
you're gonna push them
fuck out of here. Like, I'm hitting you with the shells, and there's no stopping me. I'm sorry, but they just get good at the game.
Not like no stopping you.
There's no stopping me.
You can be stopped.
Fuck no.
So stuff like that. But I guess it's also the same thing as when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was in band. And my parents at one point were paying for me to get like private lessons.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna become a fucking
you
be a part of like an orchestra or a symphony
like
or anything.
Yeah.
I guess at the time, like you don't know, and maybe that's just how it is. Like I don't have kids, so I don't know what it's like to think I want to help them become better at something they're passionate about. So I don't know.
But also, you got the parents that like actually want their kids to succeed and actually appreciate that their kid is into something, whether it be sports, whether it be video games or something. You have the parents that like want to have their kids good at their craft, whatever that may be, or their hobby. Then you also have the parents that like, I'm banking on this kid to go pro because like that motherfucker's gonna like support me the rest of my life after that. So when you get those two parents mixed in, anything is fucking possible. And my thing is like, I don't think it's too outrageous or too crazy to like start thinking about schools having like video game teams. Like I think that would be fucking like pretty cool, to be honest with you. And like if they had that shit when I was in school, I'd be all about that. I don't know what games they exactly would be playing because it just seems to me like the easiest route would be some sort of shooting game, but I don't think they really want that in schools now, you know what I'm saying?
Which is, I don't know, like it's weird, especially because like I guess I've always loved games, but I was never like that good, so I couldn't even imagine myself I'm gonna go out for the like. No, you're not. Oh, okay,
if they, like, man,
that's rap.
Fucking what
not
is it?
Mario Kart.
Fucking shut up. WWF SmackDown. Shut your mouth. The one with no. Here Comes the Pain. The one with Brock Lesnar. If they had a fucking team of like back then with that shit on there, and you can win tournaments.
Were you good at that game?
Woo, God, dude, I'm like one of my cousins still has to talk to me to this day. Cause like because I fucking whooped his ass so bad at that game. It's nuts. It's crazy.
Trying to think of like what games I was like really good at.
That's the one game. Like, oh god, that shit was so good, so good.
All I can think is like, keep saying it, and maybe not even like this Mario Kart, but that Double Dash.
That was you, huh?
I was good.
Yeah, you were.
And like maybe I wasn't
You
that
were.
good like when I was like in college. We played some of that, but I was like in like, whatever. What was that, like middle school?
Uh-huh.
I was raw. Can't nobody prove otherwise.
Yeah, man. It's just it's crazy the age that we live in. The age that we live in, where parents are now paying for tutors to teach their kids how to play Fortnite better.
Fortnite is the thing. I'm like, you don't make that game is a that shit is a fad. I feel like Fortnite is gonna end.
It's gonna end. The
so
battle royale.
I would understand.
The battle royale mode is going to come to an end by the end of this year.
But I feel like I don't know about the end of this year.
By the end of this year,
that's 6 months.
Once Call of Duty gets their hands on it, it's done.
They're gonna run into the ground.
Yeah.
I would understand like the fighting games, like, oh, you're gonna tutor my kid to play fighters,
Yeah,
or Street Fighter or something like that. That would make sense to me. Yeah. Fortnite, I'm kind of like,
yeah. That's the only thing, because I would almost say if you're gonna pick a game, well, yeah, most definitely pick like a game that's well known to have this sort of community, to have this sort of push behind it. Like you said, the fighting games, MOBAs, strategy games like that. I'll agree with you on that one. Like I see that much more of a definite, like, yeah, teach me how to play this shit because I know there's money to be made. Fortnite seems very much on that, like, okay, yeah, this is very popular at the time, and I think what's getting a lot of kids is the streamers that are just fucking Ninja.
Yeah,
$500,000 a month. That's what he makes.
But that's what I was about to bring up, is that you can train somebody and, hey, I'm pretty good at Fortnite, but you can't train somebody to have like personality.
Exactly.
And I haven't really watched much Ninja, but the little clips I've seen,
he has personality.
I'm about to say, I'll give it to you. Like, the guy seems kind of charming and kind of like entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
But
and for the most part, he's like,
you can't
for the most part, he's like kid friendly and shit like that. So I mean, like,
that's who he was probably before.
Yeah.
He blew up. He was probably this like, I talk and whatever, and I feel like when I'm playing like Fortnite, I feel like we talk, but I'm
like playing with Drake.
Yeah, I'm just like real quiet. I'm just trying to play. How bad does it piss you off in Fortnite whenever, besides the point, we'll get off Fortnite right now, when you jump out of the plane and it's the three of us, and I know it's happened to me, I think it's happened to all of us at least once, where the three of us are, me, you, and Megan, are like, all right, let's land on this building right here. And you land and you look back and like the other two people are like somewhere else and you get murked immediately.
Yeah,
like, cause I get pissed, but I feel like even with you, I can tell that you're not even looking anymore. Like you don't talk, and I'm just like, Pedro, you see? Huh? And I'm just like, this motherfucker's already on his phone.
Oh shit.
It's fucking infuriating.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking bad.
Y'all said
y'all fucking said this house.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, again, what an age we live in. And speaking of the age we live in, we actually had a story that came up this past week that I wanted to talk about, and this takes place in an aquarium down in San Antonio, Texas. Our neighbors to the north east?
I think so.
Let's go with that. I think so. Let's go with that. So the San Antonio Aquarium, aquariums have sharks. No shit, you know. And they also have sharks. They have some of the sharks that are doing where they have them in the little touch tank.
Mm-hmm.
You can go and you can pet them and all that, and that's dope. Well, this 2 weeks ago now, they actually caught people who were trying to steal a shark, and they were trying to steal it, and like that's not so, I guess, surprising to me that they're trying to. I mean, yeah, it kind of is. Like, why the fuck would you steal a shark?
Mm-hmm. What are you gonna do with it?
Yeah, what are you gonna do with it?
Sell it, I guess.
But the way in which they tried to do it was fucking like pretty hilarious to me, because they actually tried to sneak it out dressed as a baby. they dressed as a baby. They came in with a stroller.
Mm-hmm.
They had like a baby clothes, and they had like the little baby hat, like the classic little baby hat. And they got the shark, and they fucking took that shit out. And like when I read it, I thought for sure like These motherfuckers put a baby hat on a shark and like put a bib on and just laid that motherfucker in. He's just like that.
Well, I would imagine you just be like,
yeah.
like what the
But
fuck?
no, it's even dumber than that. What they did was they put the shark in like a little cooler and they dressed the cooler as the baby. I'm just like, what the fuck?
I'm kind of like, why wouldn't you just like? It's a cooler with some sodas in it.
Yeah.
Like, roll it out like a basic
they went
cooler.
all the way out. They went all the way out
Dress
with
the
this.
cooler as a baby.
Yeah, dress
How
the
big was the
as a
cooler?
baby.
Was there water in the cooler?
There was water in the cooler. I don't know how big it was. Like they wouldn't give any details. They said that the shark was like a good 3 feet. So I mean, it had to be a pretty sizable,
big.
pretty sizable ass cooler. And not only that, but this shark wasn't necessarily like rare or expensive. Like they don't know why they did it, but like long story short, they caught the people like a day after, and the shark was
They made it out with the shark.
Made it out with the shark. They did find the shark. It was at one of their houses.
Was it alive still?
It was alive and it was being taken care of very well.
Oh.
But what really sucks is that when they got home, or the cooler that they attempted to like take it out of, or that they did take it out of, it had some like remnants in there of like cleaning shit. So now like the shark is not expected to live more than like, a month. Yeah, the shark's gonna die in like a month. That's what like the examiner said, and I was just like, well, that's fucking horrible. But
fucking people, man. Why they gotta do this shit?
But like, what's weird again is that like the shark was not expensive or rare, so like the most they could have gotten for it was, I think I read like $300. So for $300,
Do they want to sell it or they just want to keep it?
I don't know. But again, like, why the fuck? What the hell?
Like what do you
people
think?
Get really into this Shark Week, like,
Yeah,
really into this shit.
I think we said it last year, but that's the one thing I don't get. Where like y'all motherfuckers don't give a fuck about sharks.
Yep.
Like I understand, sharks can be kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, ooh, they got sharp teeth and they eat shit. But like as far as like you see it on Facebook where they're just like T-minus 2 days till Shark Week.
Yeah.
I'm hyped. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no, you're not. I
never-
don't give a fuck. Like
I've never ever fucking seen you say anything about sharks.
that's what I'm saying. Like, oh, now you give a fuck.
Yeah, now you love.
I don't know.
them.
It's shit like that that really bothers me for some reason.
Yeah, of course, man. Real quick, I should have touched back on this on the whole week thing. But this past week, I did a whole date day with my girlfriend, and we went to a couple of museums around town. And we went to the Science Museum, and I guess I never noticed this shit, but they had like the megalodon like actual mouth.
It's just huge.
Fucking ridiculous,
Yeah.
man. Thinking about how big that shit is, that's terrifying.
Yes.
I was able to stand inside the mouth and still have like a good 2 feet clearance. And I'm 5'10". So it's like 7 feet wide, like vertical mouth. That's insane. I couldn't believe that shit. Real quick, that's it. That's my Shark Week tale. That's my Shark Week tale.
The Meg. Go see the Meg.
Yeah, go see the Meg. I want to see the Meg.
I don't. That looks stupid.
What the
That
fuck?
looks mad stupid.
I want to see that shit so bad.
That shit looks like I don't understand why it's not on Sci-Fi. Just like the TV.
We're gonna go
network.
see the Meg. We're seeing the Meg.
Hey everybody, we just got done seeing the Meg.
Yeah.
I want to see Winnie the Pooh. Anyways,
I want to see one of the shout out to Pooh.
the museum, like going through that shit. Sometimes like you really don't get a grasp of like the kind of animals that were kind of roaming the earth fucking millions of years ago.
Fucking monsters.
But there's that giant sloth. They have a giant sloth there too, I think.
Mhm.
It's like, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, what was that shit so
Yeah.
big? Why isn't it here anymore? Like all the shit like that where I'm like, is that why like we're at the top? Because all the shit went away?
Oh fuck yeah.
Like, did we do that? Is that just what? The megalodon thing.
Mhm.
Just like the dinosaurs in general, you just see them just like fucking
It's
crazy.
fucking nuts, dude. They had of course like the pterodactyl
Mm.
bones. Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
man, that shit was insane to just look at. It's been a while since I've been to the museum, and it's not like I don't know fucking dinosaurs are fucking huge. Like I
Mhm.
know, but
Yeah.
there's something about seeing that shit in front of you that's just eye opening, and it's just like amazing.
Man,
I love the.
I don't know. You hit like 2 of those like S's that sound like whistles.
Ah, fuck! I was hoping you would have fucking.
I was like, speaking of Winnie the Pooh, I didn't know we had that one. That one beaver in the house.
God damn it! I was hoping you wouldn't fucking call it out. I fucking hate that beaver. Does he come out in the movie?
He's like a gopher. So I hope so.
I fucking hate
Why do you
him.
hate him?
Because I do that shit sometimes.
So what?
Oh, damn it.
I didn't know you were sensitive about it. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what it is.
I was getting real deep in my.
It's also crazy they have like the mummies and shit like that.
Yeah, they do have the mummies.
That's pretty creepy.
Yeah, it is. And we actually went to go see. We saw an exhibit going on right now. It's called Death by Natural Causes. I had a great time. My girlfriend was really expecting to see like a lot of dead bodies. So like the fact that there were no dead bodies, like she was like a little bummed out. Yeah, she was a little bummed out about that. But other than that, it was a pretty decent little exhibit. It was just like a lot of cases that you can read about where people were killed by just the weirdest shit ever, and also just like things you wouldn't necessarily think that are dangerous around the house that just have killed thousands of people.
Yeah,
and also I didn't realize how poisonous some houseplants were, like those elephant ear ones.
The ones that got like a little red on the inside of the leaf?
I guess. I don't know. But those motherfuckers are like mad.
If you eat one?
Yeah, mad fucking dangerous. Like, very dangerous, apparently. I don't know.
I knew they were like that for like...
Megan's listening to this and just like...
So yeah, Megan's like, elephant ear, that's not even a thing.
That's not even a fucking thing. Yeah.
Fuck, I was going to say something. Oh, but this is one thing when I go to a museum, like I definitely... There's all those plaques that you have to like kind of read what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just here to see the bones. I'm just here to see the bones.
Yeah.
And the mummies, and they have the like kind of whatever it is where it's like the ancestors of human beings. You know?
Dude, that shit's crazy.
Yeah, all that shit's crazy.
I almost said crunk.
That's just crunk.
That shit's crunk.
Oh god. All right, that was our museum talk though. We keep getting on some mad like side topics.
Classic.
Yeah, I want to be in and out in 40 minutes.
I
feel like we're at like 40 minutes. We haven't got past like the intro of the week.
Yeah.
Well, we were gonna say, shark thieves making some poor decisions. Even though some poor decisions is being drunk in public.
That's horrible.
And your boy.
Why the fuck do you keep?
I don't know why. Like I've enjoyed saying it, and like it's because like I've never seen Mighty Ducks.
I don't even like Mighty Ducks. Like it's not my favorite fucking movie.
I've never seen Mighty Ducks. I'm about to say Mighty Dunks. I've never seen.
Oh shit!
Mighty
Dunks. Nothing Special Network.
Oh shit! Could
Exclusive.
be like that. Shit could be like the basketball. Like,
yes, equivalent.
Spin-off.
Mighty Dunks.
Shit. That shit writes itself.
Oh, that is so fucking perfect. Okay, we're gonna get back to that. Go ahead.
And the kids wear like dunks.
Oh Jesus, we get that Nike sponsorship.
Yeah. we get our own
Mighty
shoe,
Dunks.
like the Mighty Dunks shoe, and like that's the new that's the hot shoe for the kids for that summer.
Damn, so we're gonna be shit.
Now we're in the shoe game.
Now we're in the shoe game with that.
Yeah,
Nothing Special Network exclusive.
That's on the tongue.
And then we can have like friends and family exclusive Mighty Dunks. Fuck, man. We need to get on this.
And we'll get Sean Weiss. Did I already say Sean Weiss? Anyway, Sean Weiss, a.k.a. your boy Goldberg.
From Mighty, you remembered his name.
From Mighty Ducks.
I should meant Sean White. I was like, yeah, we can get Sean White. Yeah, I would love to meet him.
Yeah, Goldberg was a fat Hispanic kid, right?
Italian guy, right?
Oh, was he Italian?
I think so.
I don't know.
He was Italian in heavyweights.
Yeah. Well, his whole shtick, like I think in every movie he's been, was he was always kind of like the like he was weirdly like 14-year-old kind of like wise guy.
Yeah.
And so he always played like he was like, I'm from New York and like I got like, I'm street smart.
I got
but
mad connections.
Yeah.
For whatever fucking reason.
I'm like the chubby kid, but like I get away with being like real cool.
Yep.
But like, I haven't seen him since like those days in like heavyweights.
Nope. He's been on a couple episodes of How I Met Your Mother, right?
Oh, was he? I probably didn't recognize him because he lost a bunch of weight.
Maybe. I don't know if it was How I Met Your Mother. No, I'm definitely thinking about Boy Meets World. Definitely thinking.
Oh, he was definitely in that.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. Like,
it was a long.
Was he still big in that?
Yeah, he was.
So at a certain point, he lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah.
And so this a picture surfaced the other day where it was him, and he looks fucking rough.
Yeah.
Like I didn't believe it. I was like, that's not him, and then it was.
Yeah.
And
he looks fuck. Oh,
usually
God.
we don't talk this kind of like TMZ shit, but it's. I don't know why, like it kind of like hit me hard that like he's like 39 and shit looks like, I don't know. I imagine when he was in heavyweight to seem like he had his whole future ahead of him.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm making a name for myself. I got like a little like kind of like this is my role in Hollywood.
Yep.
And that shit came crashing down.
I mean,
to
fucking
like
Mighty Ducks was huge, right? Like
Mhm.
Mighty Ducks was definitely like a big thing for Disney
Yeah.
at the time it came out. I mean, they fucking spawned 2 sequels. He was in all of them. Yeah, I think so.
Were you about to say shit sucked?
No. I mean, it was. I was gonna say like it was pretty successful, and
Mhm.
so like to see that like coveted sort of like actor from this to see this coveted child's film, like an actor from this child's film that a lot
Yeah.
of people grew up with, and now he's like really falling on hard times. That's
I don't like
sad.
seeing like
I
child
hate that.
stars really
I
like
hate that.
the what's his name from the Sandlot, that guy, the kind of you killing me Smalls, the fatter
Ham?
guy. Yeah, Ham.
Yeah.
Like he was in. Well, I mean, we'll talk about it later. But
That's,
he was.
that's
he-
my
he
that's
was-
my that's my like
That's your
fat
boy.
kid. That's my fat kid actor.
because he was also in the Big Green.
Yes,
And,
he
like,
was.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
fucking killing it in that one.
But like he's like had some little roles and he keeps popping up like
Yeah.
in little things. He was in Glow.
he was in Glow.
And I feel like he's living that kind of hey, it's that was me.
It's your boy Ham.
But I don't think he's on that shit.
Nah,
he's
he's
more
not.
like I get my roles when I can.
Yeah.
He's probably still making that Sandlot money.
Yeah.
But then there's like Mitch Musso from fucking like Hannah Montana.
Fuck, man.
And I feel like I found him on Instagram the other day for some reason.
Oh shit.
And all his
It's your
pictures.
boy Mitchell.
Yeah. Pair of Kings. All his pictures are.
Love that fucking show. I love
All
that
the
show.
pictures are of him and his fucking old cast members, and
Oh,
for some
God.
reason every picture was that,
Jesus
and he's
Christ.
just like, let's get this Pair of Kings movie going. Like we got
Are you
whatever.
serious?
And I'm just like, come on, man. Like just let
man.
this shit go.
I think the funniest one that you told me about though was
It was Froggy?
Froggy. Yeah.
Where-
It's me, Froggy.
Yeah, that was when was that? That was like 2012 or 2013
Yeah.
when Vine was popping off.
Uh-huh.
I followed like Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
And he had this video, and I don't forget what the video. It's not important, but people could like comment, I guess.
Yeah.
And there was one that their like name was Froggy, and it was like, "Oh, nice video, bro! Like it's me, Froggy." He was,
Fucking little rascals.
yeah, he was like, "Hit me up! Like I'm trying to do some big things or something like that." And I go to like click see who it was. It was him. It was the old actor that was Froggy in Little Rascals.
Oh,
And for
man.
some reason, he was still living this like it's me, Froggy, like it's me, Froggy. That shit was real sad. I'm just like,
Yeah.
damn, man, just let that shit go.
Damn. Jesus Christ.
Not
Yeah.
everybody can like make it from that, I guess.
No, it's
just hard.
Definitely not, man. Especially like, I mean, we've seen it time and time again where fucking, of course, what Anakin? Think of the little kid that played Anakin on Star
I feel
Wars.
bad for him.
Dude. He never had a fucking chance.
Mhm.
He honestly didn't, and I feel so bad for that guy, because he's fallen on hard times too. And I think he's even like, in jail or he's locked up. Maybe I don't know. He's had his run-ins with the law,
Uh-huh.
but like the fandom, of course, like the fandom of fucking Star Wars just would not let him live that shit down, and so it
He was
ruined
like
his,
6. He wasn't even.
God, there's nobody
Was
spared.
he even younger than that? I feel
Nobody
like,
spared.
Yeah.
It's nuts, dude.
I feel like he was just playing this role that was given to him. Can you imagine? Like you're like, how would you like to be in the new Star Wars?
How would you
yeah.
like to play a young Darth Vader?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I guess. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my best.
Yeah.
And like he comes out of a movie, he's like, "Wow, I'm in a movie." And everybody's like, "I want to kill you,"
Yeah.
like whatever.
Yeah,
If
dude.
I ever see you in the street, I'm slit your throat.
Yeah,
And then you just
God.
you never turn up again.
Yep. I remember seeing him. I remember seeing like promotional pictures or video when I was a kid of him receiving a Nintendo 64 with pod racers, with the game pod racers.
Yeah.
And even then, he like almost sensed that like this shit was coming to an end real quick, because he was just like completely just straight faced the entire time, and I was like, Jesus Christ, this kid there.
I was a kid, so like I didn't even like it didn't even register to me that people hated that movie because I had never
Yeah.
seen any of the old ones. I just went and I was like, "Oh, there's a new Star Wars. I could check it out."
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
seeing it and being like, "This shit's dope."
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess not. I guess like people really fucking hated it.
I as a kid, I liked it. Now viewing the movie now, I'm not a big fan, but I'm not gonna say it's like complete fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good movie by any means, to be honest with you, but like I'm not gonna shit on it. Probably definitely the worst Star Wars movie. So, I'm just backpedaling, but it's probably definitely the worst Star Wars movie. But again, it's not fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I went to go see it, same thing. I was like, oh, dope, like new Star Wars movie. This is gonna be great. And if you go back and you watch people's reactions to after the movie, they're loving that shit. They're loving
like
it.
people in general.
Yeah, people in general were just loving it. They were just like, George did it again.
Mm-hmm.
Like he brought it back.
Yeah.
But of course now it's just fucking infamous for being like not only the worst Star Wars movie, but just a bad film in general.
Yeah, because people talk about it. They were like, "How would you like to see like young Darth Vader?" Blah blah
Very
blah.
very interesting plot, but
then it's like you see it and you're just like, oh, so he's just like a sad
they
kid.
definitely they just made a lot of they made a lot of bad decisions with that movie, and this could be a whole episode by itself. But they really did. They really did. On that, wrap it up.
Yeah.
But you know what other fucking movie they seem to be making some bad decisions on?
Which movie?
So the second Venom trailer dropped.
Second Venom trailer did drop.
People's perspectives have been better of the film.
Yeah.
Mine has not changed one bit.
Okay.
I still think the fucking movie looks like trash.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, but like I don't know what it is. I like Tom Hardy. Like the guy a lot. He's in some of my favorite movies. And I honestly think he's a great actor. The Venom character himself, he looks dope. Like, if you tell me, give me a movie version of this comic book character, yeah, Venom looks the part when he's full Venom.
Yeah.
When he's like fully Venom, looks great. I think he looks pretty dope. The film itself, it looks like fucking hot garbage, dude. It looks so bad to me, and I don't know what the fuck it is. I think it almost looks like this could be a Netflix original film. Like if anything, it just really could. Not bad mouthing Netflix, but I mean, I'm just saying this doesn't look like a AAA.
But you want to see the Meg.
But you know what you're getting with the Meg. You know what you're getting with the Meg. Like the Meg, I know I'm gonna see a stupid ass like. I want to see Jason Statham fight a big ass shark.
Yeah,
that's what I'm signing up for.
But this has like history to it. And this Venom is a known.
Yeah, and this is more on that like we're definitely gonna set up a new universe for this character. So this is kicking it off. I'm just kind of like, man,
so I feel like Sony's
I'm just like stop.
I think part of me like has this feeling. I saw the new trailer.
What did you think about it?
I thought the new trailer looked a lot better than the first one. But even then, it's like the movie looks stupid. Like I think the movie looks dumb. I don't know if I'm gonna see it. I feel like I have a feeling
we're gonna see it.
I have a feeling that I'll end up seeing it.
We're gonna see it. We have to see it, and we're gonna give a review on it.
Yeah. So I know, like, I'll see it eventually.
Sure.
Yeah, sure we will. So I know I'll see it eventually.
Yeah.
It's just something about it. It looks bad because it looks like a movie, like a super. Because I feel like it feels like we're in the age of superhero movies, and I know this isn't like a superhero movie, but it's based off Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Where there's a certain level of this is what they're supposed to be like.
Mm-hmm.
And not just supposed to be like, but a certain level of quality that this one feels like back in fucking 2003, this movie should have come out.
Yeah. Yes.
And not 2018
yes.
or like whenever the fuck it's coming out. Because it looks kind of like Spawn. And like what keeps getting in my mind is that Sony seems to be trying really hard to keep these assets of like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So they're cranking out like this movie that just feels like, let's just fucking throw it together. We just need to have a better movie. So
we have
to
keep this license.
So
that's exactly what this feels like. And again, it's like they can throw in Tom Hardy. He's a great actor. People love him.
Mm-hmm.
But there's just no other fucking. There's just no substance to this shit. It doesn't feel like it's like they're really treating the character with a lot of respect. And I guarantee you, if you watch the trailer. If you watch the second trailer of Venom, the last scene that happens with the whole store, with the whole corner store and then that clerk thing, and where he tells that guy like you're gonna be rolling around like a little turd, whatever the fuck, that's the last scene of the movie. Mark my fucking words, that is the last scene.
Because he's just gonna be fully embraced that like he's Venom.
Yep, and it's gonna end. It's gonna end right there. That's where it's gonna stop. It's gonna end. I guarantee you.
Are you sure that's not like the part of the movie where like he's been fighting it, but that's like his lowest moment when he's like, I'm in it. And then
Nope.
is there like a love interest that's gonna meet up with him and give him the whole like,
Nope.
Brock, you're getting so deep into this, like, and he's just like, I don't give a fuck, and he's gonna like hurt her.
Nah.
And then like he's gonna go like fight himself, but in fighting himself, he's like really fighting like.
You know what? You know why? I know, you know why I know it's not? Because he's eating somebody trying to rob a store.
So he's like a good guy.
So he's like an anti-hero at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And what's gonna happen is he's gonna do that little fucking speech, and then when the trailer cuts off, how like the mouth opens.
I don't know. To be honest, like I couldn't hear any of the. I watched the trailer without like volume, so I don't know what he said.
The mouth that real at work watching.
Yeah, because the only thing is like when I saw it was like new Venom trailer comes out. Venom calls somebody a turd. So like, bloop. Yeah. Ooh, must watch.
Yeah. That scene's gonna. The movie is going to end at the mouth shot. When he opens his mouth and it gets black, that's when the movie finishes. Crowd comes up, or the credits come up. Ending credit scene. Tom Hardy's gonna be like, then you're gonna see the last shot of that trailer where he's gonna be like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean. I think he said something along the lines of like,
sorry, Miss So and So.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't pay for this or whatever. And that's gonna be the end credit scene. Fucking guarantee you.
No, but that's not gonna be the end credit scene.
Fucking-tee you. If not the end credit, the mid credit scene.
Maybe.
Yeah,
but it's not gonna be like the end.
I don't know. I say mid.
Because to be honest, like your theory makes sense in that like that could be the last like I'm Venom.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work if they add that like.
Oh God, I hate that. I hate that he's just like, we're Venom, and then he's on that like his face is like, we're Venom. Like I hate it so much.
Is he fighting? But I only saw it once. It seems to be like he's fighting some other kind of like.
He's fighting it. It's not Carnage.
That's what I was like. I wouldn't think so because I feel like I would have heard the news.
Yeah, no, it's not Carnage. I will say the actor who they're getting to play him, that dude's fucking great.
Carnage?
He's not Carnage.
Oh, well, who is it then?
I don't know. He's
another
symbiote, the symbiote, whatever the fuck. And but the actor that they're getting to play the villain of the film, he is this Indian actor who actually rapped alongside Heems for a little bit. He was part of Sweatshop
Ritz
Boys.
MC or Ritz.
Think so. Yeah, he was part of Sweatshop Boys.
Yeah.
And then he moved on to do
is it
some
Ritz
TV.
MC? It's Ritz something.
Yeah. Yeah, and he moved on to do some TV roles. I don't exactly know what, but then he got on Rogue One. He's in Rogue One. He's that pilot that they rescue.
Yeah.
So he did that, and then he did this really good HBO miniseries. It was called Last Night, or This Is Something, where he plays like this guy that woke up next to like a dead girl.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's a great series. But now he's doing this, so I'm like, man, shout out to that dude. He's like definitely climbing up the ladder. But you really should have done Venom and then Star Wars. Like I think that's a much better
then Rogue One
somehow. Yeah, somehow. We're fucking reverse the time. But yeah, so he's gonna be the villain of the film. I don't know the name of the character he's playing, but even though he looks like it could be Carnage, it's not. It's not Carnage. They've already come out and said.
Then why do that? Why give us like a fake Carnage? That's where you fuck up on things. Where you do the whole.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, we know you want Carnage, but here's the Carnage lookalike.
Yeah,
it's just like
it could have been any fucking other like one of the 6 villains that they own. It could have been any one.
But then I told you, there seems to be some kind of. I think I said it last week. I don't remember, but I saw something where they said actor chosen for like the Kraven the Hunter movie, and it's like. Does that need to be a movie?
No, it doesn't.
Kraven?
I love Kraven. I think Kraven is fucking great as a great
movie?
Spider-Man film.
Just by himself?
Or Spider-Man film. Great Spider-Man villain? He really is. No, he does not need a fucking movie.
Is there plan that they're eventually going to get like Spider-Man back? Like, is this what they're like thinking?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Because
I don't know. I think so.
Who's gonna be the bad
Disney
guy
just needs to buck up and buy Sony already. I don't know why they just haven't fucking done it.
Should have bought them both one fell swoop.
Yep, they really should have. I don't know what the fuck their deal is.
Even though like I don't think.
Specifically just for fucking Spider-Man. Another thing is like Disney just bought Fox. You tell me that how much is fucking Sony asking for the rest of the Spider-Man like
that
characters?
Just that. That's what I'm saying. Like, how much?
Give me that. God, I don't understand. As a Spider-Man fan, I don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't know. Can't wait for that video game though.
That's
next month. That's gonna be fucking great. But yes, keeping with the comic book superhero news, movie news, new developments on the James Gunn situation unraveling at Disney.
Right, Marvel Studios.
With Marvel Studios, mainly Disney though, because Disney is the one that pulled the trigger in firing James Gunn from doing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are pissed about that, us included. I think so. Like, dude, apologize.
I'm pretty sure we talked about it that one day. I vaguely remember, but like, what was your stance?
My stance was
that you feel like I feel like there were obviously like very tasteless jokes,
but it
was a long time ago.
Very stupid jokes, but it's like
you knew it was just like provocative humor,
exactly.
Which jokes can be like that,
honestly.
And you already had this guy do 2 movies, and you should have known who you were. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, he the new development is that Dave Bautista. Now that I've seen the way his name is spelled, though, I'm like Dave Bautista.
Yeah, like that's why I've always had trouble saying it.
Yeah, Bautista. He actually came out and it was just like, "Yo, if James Gunn isn't coming back, or we're not using his script for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, then I'm out. Like, I don't want to be Drax. Drop me from the script. Drop me from the film. Recap. Do whatever you need to do, but I'm not gonna be part of it." Mm-hmm. And he's gone, and it's official. Like that's his official stance.
Yeah,
and I think that says a lot about him, his character, and like what he really like believes in.
Mm-hmm.
And I really respect that about Bautista. And like the thing is, like I never really liked Bautista before.
Well, you mean like as far as like the actor, or like when
I didn't give him a second thought, even when he was a wrestler.
Wrestling, I was like, it's the biggest human being I've ever seen. That's all I knew.
But Bautista, he looked like a fucking like a monster. But even in wrestling, I wasn't a big fan of him at all. I just wasn't. And then he started becoming an actor. He made Guardians of the Galaxy 1, did great. And then he wants to come out like the best movie of all time, fucking Blade Runner 2049, even though he was in it for like 10 minutes.
Who, Dave Bautista was in that?
Yeah, he fucking did amazing.
You say the greatest movie of all time?
One of my favorites. One of my favorites. I'm top 5 easily. What the fuck? And so
top 5?
Top 5.
Nah, I'll watch
easily.
I'll watch it. You should have told me like that much. I would have watched it.
Don't even. So, he comes out with those 2 movies. I'm like, damn, like Batista's got some acting chops in him.
Damn, Dave.
And then, damn, Dave, wow, boy. So now that he's doing this, I respect the hell out of the guy for doing that. It's a stance that he's taken. And he's not backing down. And he's 100% serious about it. And he was just kind of like, when I signed on to do these movies, I signed on to work specifically with James Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but in working with him, he's giving me like the biggest break that I've ever had, and he's shown me so much respect. And I didn't sign on to do Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 with anybody else. So, just saying, like that's what he's doing. I think that's fucking crazy. I think that's nuts.
Well, like it speaks to like I think the whole cast put out an official statement where they were like, as a collective, we stand behind James Gunn, and we I don't know if they said we demand, but they really think that Disney should kind of reinstate him as a director of the movie. Mm-hmm. I would assume that Bautista's the only one that's like, I'm out if like he doesn't come back.
I think so.
But that also shows like the guy can't be like a horrible human being.
Yeah, there's no way.
Situations when this happens where you could see that the other actors,
you could see sort of the cracks, right?
Yeah,
like there's cracks very visible when you hear these stories kind of break out like that. Not, I mean, I hate fucking talking about it, but the whole Bill Cosby thing. When the whole Bill Cosby shit broke out, you had comedians coming from all over being like, "Yeah, no, that's a thing. It's been a thing, and it's been known about for fucking years. But what are you gonna do? You can't badmouth fucking Bill Cosby. You just couldn't in this industry." But with this particular incident, it's like, no, like every single buddy's coming out and they're just kind of like, this dude's a great guy, and so much so that one actor just doesn't want to do a movie without him. And that has to speak something about his character, for sure.
It's a very different situation.
Very fucking different situation.
It's like
very
James Gunn just had
a more savage, a more savage, fucking like horrible situation. But what I'm saying is that like when you have these breaking news, this where somebody comes out and is just like, nah, he's not the person that you thought he was. the cracks are seen.
And this is very much like, everybody's like, hey,
yeah,
come on,
the fuck, yeah, come on. I don't know. Nobody else though has like. I'm surprised nobody else has like come forward though, other than like the Guardians of the Galaxy cast.
Oh, as far as like actors and stuff, well, I think they're like the closest to the situation.
Yeah,
but I'm not surprised that Batista is the one doing it because I couldn't really see like Chris Pratt like stepping up. I feel like he's like too big to the point that it's like we don't want you getting involved in no like political shit. So why don't you like shut the fuck up and like
why do you just like fucking roll?
Yeah. Let Batista do this shit.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Or like Zoe Saldana.
Yeah.
Her either. Or like, you know, there's a bunch of big names on there.
Bradley Cooper.
Say, but Vin Diesel.
Vin fucking Diesel. Jeez,
I feel like Vin Diesel would be like, this is the easiest money I've ever fucking made.
Yes, dude. My God. All he does is just have a deep voice. That's it.
Yep. Speaking of Batista, you know, in the wrestling scene and stuff, you're about to hit me with some news about your boy Kane.
Oh, shit. Thank you for bringing this up. Real quick, I just want to touch upon and congratulate Kane.
I'm about to say, do you know his name?
Forgot his name. But congratulate the Big Red Machine because he's now a mayor in Tennessee.
He's a mayor?
He's a mayor. He's a mayor in a city in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I don't know what. But yeah,
Nashville?
he's a mayor. Oh, I don't know.
Probably not.
But
Memphis?
Yeah, he's an office man now.
Yeah,
so it's just like that's fucking it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, I didn't know he was doing stuff like that.
He went from like choke slamming fucking people through like through the ring and through tables and shit, burying his brother alive.
Is that actually his brother?
Coming back from hell? No, it's
fuck, man.
Like, of course it's not.
Like, here's another thing that I know I'm sure we talked about like 2 weeks ago. I don't remember, but like that was always like one of the biggest disappointments. It was like Undertaker burned Kane when he was a little boy or something like that. That's always the story I had heard. That's why he wore a mask. Fucking takes his mask off.
Great story.
Most like non-burned. Chubby white face.
Fucking, he definitely. I think it was a huge mistake when he took off his mask. He should have never done that.
Like that was the end. That was right. Yeah, that was the beginning of the end.
That was a decline for me for like being one of his like big fans.
Yeah. He lost all the coolness. Right.
Yeah.
He was just kind of like.
He was like, oh, now you're just like this big guy that's like a weird shaped head for some reason.
Yeah. Undertaker's not his brother?
Nope.
I don't like this shit.
Sorry to burst your bubble.
Also, speaking about wrestling, I wonder what kind of job he's gonna do. I don't know. I've never heard him like speak before. He never used to speak in the.
I didn't know he was doing this. Like this is. He's not the first wrestler to do. I mean, Jesse Ventura. He held office for a little bit. I don't know where. Montana. Was it Montana? It seems like it was Montana.
Yeah. Sure.
Minnesota. It was Minnesota.
Oh,
I think.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
But it's fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger did, yeah, man.
It's his fault. It's all their faults. Like we are where we are now.
But yeah. So yeah, congratulations.
Just like the bass player from Nirvana, Chris Novoselic.
Oh yeah.
He's I don't know what he is. He's some kind of like holds some political office in Washington State, and I'm just like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay.
He's part of the.
You're the man now, huh?
Yeah.
You're part of the system.
He's part of the system you fucking wrote songs against.
Yeah.
You helped like create songs against. But congratulations to Kane for getting that win. So if Undertaker wins something else, oh shit, man, I want to see them both go at it.
He's like the neighboring like city.
Yeah, neighboring city. And, like
brothers.
one of them's purple, the other one's red. It's just crazy.
He's wearing like a red like suit.
Yeah.
Red tie. He's got like a purple like suit, purple little
so
pocket square.
So perfect.
He's wearing the hat for some reason. He's giving a speech. He just like rolls his eyes back.
Fucking Undertaker.
Yeah, they're like, we got
he comes out and like keep rolling.
He's in the fucking like in the coffin. Just breaks out.
God.
Fuck. Speaking of wrestling,
we can fly. Shout out to Limp Bizkit. Shout out to fucking chocolate starfish and a hot dog flavored water. Most underrated album of all time.
I used to listen to that shit all the time.
To that fucking album
back and forth, over and over and over.
Non-stop. I listened to that album.
There was that one song, I forgot what it's called, where he's just like, it's fucked up world with a fucked up something.
Yeah,
fucked up. Everything was fucked up.
That was the second song. That was the second song of the album. Yep. Yeah, I remember
somebody fucked up.
I'm gonna lower this.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna lower. You turn the little thing.
Yeah.
So I turn it down.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Limp Bizkit. They were fucking huge back then.
I remember that song "My Way" was always in all WrestleMania promos.
Dude. Oh god, that was such a good fucking.
That's a good song. I like that song.
Promo. That was a Rock and Stone Cold promo.
Mm-hmm.
We also talked about wrestling like 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah. Let's move on to
our next topic.
Our next topic. Glow.
Jesus.
Glow. Which more wrestling?
Yeah,
is a show that
this is our new show review for season 2 of Glow, debuting on Netflix last month.
Yeah, it was last month. We've had all these episodes with these other wonderful guests, but
needs to be more talk about Glow.
Yeah,
fucking great show.
I feel like Orange is New Black gets its pop.
Which the newest season of Orange is New Black I'm really fucking with, by the way.
You like every season though.
I'm really fucking with. No, I don't like season 2.
I don't remember that shit anymore. What happens then?
That's the one where the that new lady comes and she's like running shit for a little bit.
She's like Tasty's or adoptive mom.
Season 2 or season 3.
Yeah, that was season 2. Yeah, that was alright.
Not a big fan of that one, but it's picked up since then. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I feel like if it ended tomorrow, I wouldn't be hurt.
Jesus Christ.
All right, that's all I'm saying. I haven't got all right. But anyways, Glow, I feel like Stranger Things gets its its due. I feel like Glow doesn't. And for anybody who doesn't know, Glow is I think we talked about it I don't know if we talked about it last year, but I think last year when we started this thing was around the time the first season of Glow came out.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much Glow stands for the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a show kind of loosely based on that old 80s wrestling program.
Glow.
Yeah.
Going by the same name, which again baffles my mind that was ever a thing. It's crazy.
That's how it actually was, right?
Yeah, it was very much like that. But,
like a TV show, like a comedy kind of situation.
But even then, the stuff that they're pumping out on the show on Netflix, man, it's great, dude. I'm having a good ass time watching that.
Or the show in general.
The show in general, yeah.
Holy shit! So, obviously, I don't know how much of a background we have to give, but it just follows all the struggles of them trying to get the show off the ground and get it picked up, and then all the women involved in the wrestling, and there's drama between two of the wrestlers.
Yeah.
But I feel like last season kind of set all the groundwork for kind of where it was going, and I feel like this season
oh Jesus Christ! sorry. I didn't. If I would have sneezed regularly, it would have popped the fucking mic. So my
so we went for a little whistle.
Yeah. Shit. Pop my ears now.
Oh shit.
There we go.
And so this one deals with a lot of the shit that maybe feels kind of relevant today. There's shit about sexual harassment in the workplace. Yeah. There's shit about all the wrestlers have kind of pretty offensive stereotypes as their characters. And last season was kind of that's everybody's got an offensive thing. And I feel like this season kind of they really brought it to the attention of how it kind of fucks with them, and all that. And I thought that was a good ass episode. Yep. I mean, spoilers ahead if anybody's watching it, but
Welfare Queen,
yeah. And when her son comes to watch her, I was just
episode, dude.
And the way they paralleled that with Debbie, Debbie's her kid and how she's starting to slip as a mother.
Yep,
that shit was good.
It's a fantastic show, man. Not only are the bits about the actual Glow show are good because there's actually I love the episode where they do an actual episode of Glow.
That was the one where I struggled on that one.
I loved it, but you struggled with it because you were just so invested in,
I didn't,
the actual characters.
I didn't hate it.
Why'd you stop?
Yeah, but it was that.
It's definitely that. It's definitely a pause in the story of the actual season of Glow, the actual show. But that little episode where they did a fake Glow episode, that was my shit. I loved it so much. But the acting and the chemistry that these characters are having and the actors are having with each other, fucking spot on, man. Alison Brie.
It's fucking Alison Brie, and the actress who plays Debbie, her name is Betty Gilpin.
Yeah.
That's fucking phenomenal. I thought Betty.
They are fucking great together, dude. They need to do a lot more shit.
I don't know if it's Betty Gilpin or Betsy Gilpin, but I thought in season 1, there was a couple times where I was like, holy shit, like she's like blowing this shit away.
Yeah.
But this season it was like fucking Allison Brie really brought it.
Allison
And like
Brie's
their
done a
little
damn good
thing
job.
is they have a lot of like background history where they were best friends.
Yep.
And then Allison Brie's character slept with Betty Gilpin's characters, Debbie and Ruth are their names.
Yeah.
And so Ruth slept with Debbie's husband. So that's been like the underlying kind of thing amongst the show.
Mm-hmm.
And it all kind of like built up this season until like there was that one episode where they're in a wrestling match and Debbie's kind of going through a lot of shit. So she's like getting drunk before the match.
Don't spoil that one.
No,
don't spoil that one. Don't spoil that one because I feel like that's when that shit really like.
I feel like that
off.
shit hit me. Like,
yeah, that's when that shit really pops off.
When that happened, I was just like, oh my god, like, I'm that. And then I think that was like one more episode, and then they hit you with that. This episode was like you're watching an actual episode of the show Glow.
Yeah.
So it's like you're watching like a sitcom, and it's kind of like campy acting.
Yeah, you get some wrestling matches in there.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah,
but I was just like, what the fuck? Like I'm trying to see like what's going on.
Yeah, because I want to say that was the second to the last episode, if not like third to the last, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that and also Mark Maron is his name?
Mark Maron.
Mark Maron.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I say Maron all the time.
I think it's Maron, but
yeah, Mark Maron. God, he fucking does a damn good job in this show, man. Like we had seen him in stand up before because he was at the Dave Chappelle thing that we went to in Dallas.
Was he?
Yeah, we saw him there. That he did a stand up. He did his own little stand up thing there, and that was my first sort of like exposure to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then him coming out on this Glow. Dude, I'm a fucking huge fan of him now.
Yeah,
huge fan.
And I didn't always know. I was always aware that he has like a long running podcast.
Yeah,
called I don't know. Fucking Mark Maron is his podcast.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's called. And he interviews like people like all the fucking time. Like, and he had one episode when Glow came out last year where he was interviewing Allison Brie and Betty Gilpin. And that was pretty good because you got to hear them talk about making the show, and he was talking his thing, and he pretty much is who he is.
Yeah,
like he's
who he is in the show.
Yeah, he's like this kind of grumpy-esque like older guy, and he's kind of like these kids, whatever. Yeah. He's got his own show that's on Netflix as well. I think it's just called Maron.
Yeah,
that I think I've heard is pretty good as well.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
I think it's kind of like another person like in some trouble, but like when Louis C.K. had his show Louis.
Oh,
I think it's kind of like the same idea where it's like loosely based off like his life, and that's what like he's going through.
Okay.
But fucking good ass season of Glow.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, start watching.
Very good show. The acting is fucking great, phenomenal. The chemistry that everybody's bringing is just great. Some of the cinematography in this season too has just been like fucking spot on.
That last episode where they did their last like performance, that shit was good.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome. And for all the wrestling fans, of course, like there's definite like wrestling sort of callbacks as far as like terms and shit that they're using. They're definitely going with like, oh, you're gonna be a babyface or you're the heel, or they'll call out some moves, and like that's like kind of catering towards the wrestling fans that might be watching the show, because it's definitely like not a super heavy wrestling eccentric show. But season 1 is more into that than season 2 is.
Because season 1 it's like none of them know how to wrestle.
Yeah.
And in this one
they're all learning.
They've kind of like hit their stride as far as doing their show.
Yep. And but yeah, it's a phenomenal show. Definite nothing special recommendation to watch Glow. Start with, if you have not seen anything, start with season 1, of course. Work your way on. And if you have seen season 1, season 2 is much better in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought it was better. Like I like season 1, but season 2,
season 2 is much better.
I don't like this like weird shit that's going on between Machu Picchu Carmen.
Oh,
like she obviously is in.
God,
I mean, obviously this is gonna go into like you don't know what we're talking about if you haven't seen it. But like she obviously has a thing for that guy. It sounds like so kind of like gossipy stuff, but like she like this shit hurt because she's such a nice character, and so like you could tell that she's into that guy Bash.
Yep.
And he's dealing with some shit. And also, like, I like the way they portray the 80s.
Oh, and
everything is so well done.
Yes, yeah.
Because it's not, like, super over the top.
It's very authentic feeling.
Yeah.
With the settings, with their hair, the costumes, everything's great.
Yeah.
Everything's fucking great. And yeah, that's it. That's our quick review, our quick overview of Glow Season 2, and recommendation to go watch it. So, do yourself a favor. Watch that shit. Girls and guys will like this show. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
We like this show.
I ain't fuck. Shit's good.
Yeah.
I was at work today. I was talking to a coworker about it, and she was just like, "Yeah, my boyfriend didn't like it. He thought it was like a chick show." And I was like, "Fuck that. That shit's good."
Yeah, it's a fucking great show. With that, man, I think that's gonna be it.
They're episode 45.
Yeah, we've already provided 2-3 hour specials.
Yeah,
the past 2 weeks.
So I think we can go like a little bit back to our normal kind of
normal
hour
regular,
and a half long.
Yeah, and with that, guys, I think that's gonna be it for Nothing Special Podcast, episode 45. Thank you, everyone. I know we say this every single episode, but we really mean it. All the support that you guys give us, the listeners. And now the viewers on YouTube, everybody that's subscribing, a lot of support coming through that. So thank you guys very much. Don't forget to check out Nothing Special Network on YouTube if you haven't yet. Give us a sub, give us a like, give us a rating on iTunes or.
Well, I think we were at 10, and I feel like it's pretty good. For a long time we had 0. So if you haven't, like, please do that.
Yeah,
it's not that hard. Just click, write a little review. That would help too.
Oh yeah, that would definitely be. I was about to say be a thing.
Yeah.
that would definitely help. So yeah, with that, I think that's it. I think we'll end it.
All right.
This is where the music comes in. It's already been coming in.
Oh, it's already. So now we're doing the quiet thing.
No.
Oh, okay.
We'll do that next.
All right.
Peace, guys.
Later.
Appreciate it.
So now we're doing the quiet thing.
Now we're doing the quiet.
So this is where I tell you, like,